This conference will now be recorded.
I repeat. So whatever you have pasted once, okay, if you want to, okay, just copy paste is whatever you copy it, you paste it is the copy paste. That is Control plus C. But you want rest of the options one by one, as I showed you before. You can just use all the formatting options, all the pasting options in your paste options. So just take down all the pasting option. Transpose will be used most of the time, no borders, without borders, as I showed you all each and every example I've shown you here, correct? So those things, these are all the pasting options where you can use them. And this launchpad options, whatever I showed, anytime you have copied and pasted it, so it will be there here. Anytime you want it, you can just see, I've latest what I've copied is this, but I want this, I'm just pasting it here. Paste all, see everything together, it will be pasted. Is this clear with all the paste options and the launchpad options? Yes, you feel it is all filled and you're not working with this anymore, then you can just clear all, it will clear. Again, when you copy something, again it will be there in the launchpad. Yes, okay. Just type January in your any one of the cell. Take B50, go to B50. You can also type in the name box. What you have to do is just type B50 and press enter. It takes you to the B50. Same way, try with K10, K10 and enter. It takes you to the K10. B5050. So type January. Go to the end of the cell. You can see a plus mark. Just click, do not leave your mouse. Click and drag down. I repeat, type go to the end of the cell, you get a plus mark, click and drag down. Leave your mouse once you're done with dragging. So this option is called as autofill option. So this is a very important option in Excel which makes your work very easy. So you might wonder how is this come? I'll show you how you can add or delete with them. I'll just show you some of the other options in autofill. So you can also type JAN. Anybody who is not getting with autofill, type with Sunday. Everyone getting autofill? Are you doing that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Now type 1. Now do the autofill option. What is that you got?
One only, ma'am. One, ma'am.
Yes. Now type 1. In the second row, type 2. Select both of them. Now click and drag. What is that you got? What is that you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. Click and drag. You get all the continuing numbers. Same way you do 2, 4. Click and drag. You get the even numbers. Like whatever you give, 2 consecutive numbers you must give. Like 1, 3. And then you get them. Yes. Try them.
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me. Yes, Shreya.
ma'am, do we have any shortcut keys for increasing the length or the breadth of the cell? Like,
Yes, you have. When we go to the cell formats, I'll tell you everything about it. There is a
yes,
complete
ma'am.
topic on cell formatting. That is what I told you yesterday. This is just a click and drag option. But when I go to the cell formatting, I'll explain you everything in detail.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, I tried the 1 and 3. I dragged it down and I didn't get 1, 3, 5, 7. I just got like 1, 1, 1, 1.
Then you might not have selected both of them. If you're getting it little difficult with mouse, then what you do is hold shift and down arrow and then use the mouse and click drag.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, now I've got, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So in case, for example, you want only one particular thing to be repeated in all 10 rows, okay? So what you do is, see, as example, I showed you Sunday. All Sunday in one row I want. So what you do is, you just have to type particular word or anything, hold shift, down arrow till where you want, like 10 numbers or 11 numbers, control D. It gets autofilled. These consecutive numbers auto-filled through mouse only, because you just have to click for how many consecutive numbers further you want. Same way, if this autofill option is very helpful when you're doing with formulas in future. So like you have a data of 1,000 employees and maybe 1,000 students, and you want to calculate their marks or average or anything, you just have to do the calculation for one of the students, and rest 999 will be autofilled. So that is why this option is very important in Excel. Okay, is that everybody got this autofill? I'll show you how you can customize. For example, come to C60, everyone, and type A. It may be capital or small. Now you go with the capital A only. Type capital A, and in B61 type capital B. Select both of them. Click and drag. What is that you got?
Ma'am, AB.
AB, AB.
Correct. Type A. Now click and drag. What is that you got?
Is
Only, yeah. So why is this? Because this is not there in the custom autofill option. We have these custom autofill option where the above is defaultly there in Excel. You might have think that I have put this customized, but how is it coming in your system? So Excel has these autofill, custom autofill in the options. So you want anything to be added, which you will be using very frequently. And so those options you can add it in your customized field. You go to file menu, go to more options. If you're having the lesser options, you'll also have the option in account. Okay, here only below account only you will have this option if you are in the lesser version. Option. Here you go to advanced, scroll down. You have an option here called edit custom list. Click on the option. You can see they are, even if you give JAN as Jan, all you get. That is because it has been here in the custom list. So anything you want to add, for example, we'll add the ABCD. You have to add them in commas only. Do not use any other symbols like full stop or slash or anything. A, comma B. I'll even show you later what happens if you use a full stop. So what I've written only A, B, C, D, E. I have not written complete till Z. Just add, I've done OK. Then go to the settings, do OK. Now I'll give A. See, you can see it comes only till E. Oh, I missed C. Okay. It comes only till C because only till E because I have given only those numbers. So I have missed C. The Excel also has missed C. Same way, if you want to edit them, same option. You need to go there and do the editing.
Ma'am,
Hmm. Tell me.
ma'am, so I'm not getting the set of even numbers. So is that because I've not set my custom list?
No, numbers are already there in your custom in the Excel by default. Only the letters, the alphabets, the words must be added here. Maybe that's because you are not selecting that together. Type 2 in the next type 4, select both of them, click and drag.
I'm doing that only, still I'm not getting.
You're getting odd numbers. Try with odd numbers. Whatever we have written, it came here. Just have to type 2, 4, select both of them, click and drag.
And for odd also I'm getting one. For even also I'm
Sorry,
getting two. Ma'am, for odd
you're
I'm
also
getting one.
you're getting odd numbers.
No, ma'am.
See the way you're selecting that.
Can you show it once here?
Yeah. 2, 4, select both, the plus sign, click and drag.
Okay, ma'am, I'll check. Thank you.
Yeah. Now I will use, instead of commas, I'll use full stop. When you don't want this, click on this, delete. A full stop B full stop C comma D comma E. This is what I've put. You don't have to do this. I'm just showing you what error you might get. Add and then do OK. Oh, what I have to 1 second. So if I press it A, click and drag. So you can see what happened here, as I had not given comma. Comma differentiates the data in Excel. Okay, full stop is only, it does not give any sign of differentiating here. So as I had not put comma and I had put full stop, it is taken into one cell. It is taken as one data. As I put comma after B dot C, that's how I got it in the next line. Is this clear with customizing the autofill list? Everybody tried? Is everything okay with the customizing list as well? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
if you enter two customized lists, both starting with A, but different ones like A, B, C, D and A, B, C, D, E, F, which one will Excel select if you just put A and then autofill?
You usually the first list comes, but if you
Okay.
want the second one, so what you need to do is this next consecutive word, whatever you have put, you need to put and then click and drag both of them. How you do it for 2, 4, and then you get the rest of them.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Or if you have the same thing, you can just the capital letter and small letter, even the case matters here. So you can just use that with case. And that time you'll
Yes,
have
ma'am.
no confusion.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. I told you notes about the font yesterday. Giving you notes on that. This was done.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Just take down the shortcut keys to increase the font and decrease the font. Not required. Highlighting the text. Have you taken highlighting the text, font color and
Excuse me,
body?
ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, could you send the PPT in the group?
Maybe not initially because I have the complete Excel thing in one PPT. Now you have your recordings. You can find your recordings. You attend the classes. I'll send you in the future. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
You don't have to write down everything. You just have to take point. Even if you can also write down wherever you are working. So when you highlighted the text, you can just mute yourself. When I've highlighted the text, you can just write down below that you have highlighted. So the next day when you see your file, you can understand what exactly you have done in that particular area. So that is also fine. It is not that you have to write down in a book paper and it's of no use without practicing.
Ma'am, can you go to the previous slide for 1 second?
Sorry, previous slide. Yeah. Don't take the shrink and font for shortcuts. They don't work in the new version.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now clear with clipboard and font, everyone. So we'll be going with the alignment. As I told you before, words are aligned to the left and numbers are aligned to the right. Just take a note. In Excel, words, that is alphabets, are aligned to left and numbers are aligned to the right by default. By default, they are aligned like this. You can interchange the alignments as you wish or how you want your data to be seen. Um, take a data of 5, maybe you can just copy paste it, but copy paste it below. You need to work in the same sheet, whatever 1.5 hour class we have, everything in the same sheet. That is 19/8, whatever date you have put in, name them, the same sheet. Just copy paste them. You can just type it. I do. What I'll do is register number. Go to the left. I've just typed name and register number. That's all. There is some reason for it. So just type register numbers and names. Go to the left, extreme left of the sheet near the rows. The same way how you increase the size of the column, you increase the size of the row, height of the row. Keep your cursor in B, I'm in B82, that is in names. This is up, top, center, and down alignment. Top, you can see it moving, below and down. Only when you have increased your row height, you can know the difference in these alignment. If you do not increase your row height, there will be changes in the alignment, but you will not easily identify them. That is the reason I'm telling you to increase the row height. I repeat, just increase your row height up, down, sorry, up, center, and down. Same way. Again, top, center, and bottom. Here also same, when you double click, automatically takes your row size. If you don't, I mean, if you have not Now, right. Hmm. What is happening here? This whatever is there in column B82, cell B82 is being seen in B C82. What do we do here? What did I tell you, show you yesterday? How do you do that? Anyone?
You'll have to double click on the top, ma'am, to extend the cell.
Correct. So when I double click, what happens? The particular cell, the particular column expands. Correct. The whole column is expanded, but I don't want from B83 to expand. So if I expand this, that is if I double click here, the complete column expands, but I don't want this complete column to be expanded. I want only the B82, that is whatever is there in them, to fit inside it. So at that time, there is an option called wrap text. So when you click on the wrap text, the content which is there in the, which you can be seen in the next cell is, it will appear inside one particular cell. Click on wrap text. The name of students is there into one cell. I repeat. So when the wrap text is not, when you want the content inside one cell to be seen, then you click on wrap text. Then the complete will be seen in one cell. I have the main heading as marks, and I have subheadings as okay. So marks is under only English, but it is the it is the title for all the other three subjects. What you do is click on C, click and drag till E, click on merge and center. So what it does is it will complete merge all these three cells into one cell. So you can see the cell name, it's C82 only, but it merges all three other cells. There is no D82 now because it has been merged with C82. Same way in E, there is no E82 cell. It is merged with the C cell. So here, what happens is when you have one title and you have sub headings under that main heading, that time you can use this merge and select option. Sorry, margin center. Same way you have different options here, margin across. I'll unmerge it first. See, it has been merged, but the whatever you've written is in the same place wherever it was. The merge cells, it will only merge wherever you've written. So merge and across, what happens is wherever in the center, if you have written, it will be there only. Merge cells, it will only merge, it does not change anything else. So unmerged cells, whatever you have merged, you can also just see when I've merged and when I'm merging it in center, you can see it is highlighted. So when I go to that particular cell, it tells me it has been highlighted. So when you just click on that again, it unmerge. So you don't have to even click on the drop down list and then select and then click on unmerge. Same way, when you go to the name of students, it automatically shows highlights wrap text. See, when I come to register number, it is not highlighted with wrap text or merge center because both is not being used there. Is that you're following? Am I fast? Okay. Next, you can see the alignments here: left alignment, center, and right alignment. So you can see it's already in the left alignment, center and right. You can know the difference. Together you can make, just select all of them, center alignment. Same way in numbers, left, center, right. If you want it in the center, you can just create them in the center. Same way, you can do it for all of them. Center. Okay. Now you have something called indent. When you move one point, that is, it is also similar to alignment, but in indent, 1 point forward, 1 point backward, you can move your text inside the cell through indent. Is my sheet clearly visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah. So what you need to do is select indent. You can see it's moving in 1 point. What happens when you alignment, when you use these alignments, it directly moves complete left, in the between or in the right. But when you use indent, it moves 1 point. So wherever you want, you can put them. It is not being seen as I've used more indent, but it is in the same cell. Because you can see when you go to A82, you can see that the complete thing in the formula bar. Okay, is it clear with alignments?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. So alignment: left, center, right, up, down, and see this up, down, whatever you can see here is only for Excel. As, because as we work on cells, it is being seen only in the Excel form. Only in Excel, that is up, down, left, right, and thing you have it in all the other. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, you're not
Madam,
sharing
screen
your
is
screen,
clear.
ma'am.
You're not sharing your screen.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. It's visible now, right? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here,
Yes, ma'am.
now here you have the option here of orientation. What is this orientation? Is you saw we took it to the left, right, and center. We took it up, down. We wrapped it. We merged it. But here inside the cell, you can give some orientations. That is, you can change the directions of the contents in the cell, clockwise, anti-clockwise, vertical. Okay. So put your data, everyone. Give some
Ma'am,
marks like whatever you tell me. Yes, tell me. You're not audible.
column of elements, right? Like we cannot apply
Sorry,
and
Shreya, you were
add
not
ones
audible.
values and discard
You were
the other.
you're not clear. You can type in the chat. Your
Yes,
voice is not audible. Type in the chat. I'll reply you. Okay. So what I want you to do is complete the data. That is, give some marks. Now you need to use the options in the font and the option in the alignment for this data. All the options must be used for each or the other data. Shreya, you asked me about it does not work for the column of element. You meant that if the margin center is into one cell, or is that into the complete column? What is your exact question? Yeah, that's because you need to select one. I mean, you select this, you write it here, margin center. This was your query?
yes, ma'am. And if we want to merge in center for the Hindi marks, so can't we do that for the whole column?
Hindi marks. You meant the whole column? No, 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 no. It's only from one cell to the content can be only one. I told you, remember, I told you one cell, the name of the cell is one. So it is only to the column, not the rows. Rows, what happens? It
Yes,
gives
ma'am.
you different. You got it? Okay. Now I want you to do with all the options in fonts as well as the options in alignment. Yeah, do with all the options. Use bold, each one change different, give headings, different headings, select thick border, give all borders. Just whichever is below 45, put them in red. So now I'm making you do all manually because I want you to use all the options in the font and alignments. Later, you also have these things which can be done automatically, which in further classes I'll be teaching you. You can also use Format Painter here instead. I'll give you 2 minutes, try all of them. Any doubt in complete? Here also you have the launchpad where you can change the you can customize them. Here also you'll have so in today's assignment, these two launchpads you have to see the options which are being available and do all the trial error methods. See what happens when you customize your options.
Ma'am, could you repeat the assignment?
I want you to open your settings. That is I want you to open the launchpad. Try all the different options you have in the things and see what settings if you do the change or what changes happens when you do the changes in the settings. Both that is the font and alignment. All are done with this.
Yes, ma'am.
So the by default, as I told you, numbers when you type you get to the right and alphabets to the left. So automatically when you type numbers, the same thing will be added. But when I type a number, I want to change the format. So it is whatever changes we did now is on the changes of the font or the alignment. Now whatever changes we'll be doing in further, it is for the cell. So we are going to format the cell specification. Like I have written 12 here. So in general, it can be anything. But I can change the formatting in the number group. Now we are done with the clipboard group, we are done with the font group, we are done with the alignment group. Can anyone tell me what is the name of these? Home, insert, tab, page load, what is this called?
Tabs.
Yes. What is all these called together?
Group.
Ribbons.
Ribbons. Who's that? What's your name? The one who told ribbons? Good. These are the groups. All these together is the ribbons. Okay. And then What is this called?
Quick access toolbar.
Quick access toolbar.
How many columns do we have? Sorry, how many rows do we have? Turn your pages, you can find them.
10,48,574, ma'am.
Okay. You missed two.
576.
Okay. So next we are into the numbers, the group called numbers. Here, and I click on the drop down list, you can see numbers. Numbers here automatically anything. What I'll do is okay. Now I've selected only one for the number format. So I can whatever I type here, it will be converted in the number format. Why is this used? When is this used? When you're using formulas or when you are analyzing the data in the future. In future coming tabs we'll be doing them. So at that time what happens, it is easier for the formulas to be selected in if it is in a different format. That is why this particular is being used, so that it identifies the cell. Same way currency, see it automatically converts this to currency. It is showing here rupees by default. You can change the rupees. Here you have this accounting number format, and under the drop down list click there, you have all these rupees, dollars, yen, euro, etc. Go to the more accounting format. So if you want to give a euro, you can give automatically here as well. Apart from these, whatever 5 7 you whatever the 6 is being shown here, apart from this, if you want different currency format, click on more accounting format and you can click on the symbols. Search for the name, search for the symbols, whatever you have got, you just have to press OK and it will be there on your cell. So as it is formatted under accounting, under and the currencies, so whichever number I type, it is going to it will be converted to that particular currency. It is not converted means it is not going to multiply. It is just whatever number you have given, it gives you the currency symbol. See, it is not changing any of the format because it is not in numbers. So only when you give numbers, it works. Same way I will change to short date. So I have not given any specific date here. So by default, whatever date it is being showing, it will give you one random date. So you want some specific date, you can give the date, but not to be very, I'm just being brief here because these are all things which will be working in formulas. If I jump this topic, you will not have this flow. So that is why I'm not jumping this topic. I'm just explaining you why is it there. So if you give that in date, always keep in mind it is MMDDYY format. Sorry, now it is in same DDMM and YY. I go to date. Here you can see in what format it is converted to date format. Same way I can go to long date. So it shows me 27th August 2020. I can convert it to time. So I've not given any specific time. So it is by default you will have 0. Same way fraction, scientific. You want more number formats, click on them. You can customize your own formats. You can give your own formats, add them, give here, add, type, text if you want them in the format, put them into text format. So fractions also you have. These are all the default things what you have. Here you have percentage. It converts multiplied by 100, comma. Now, for example, I'll give it a decimal, 45.863. Decrease the decimal, increase the decimal. Okay, I'll show you again. This works only when you have a decimal things, or it will only give you zeros. See? When I increase, I have given only 3 decimal points. So when I increasing, so it comes as 0. When I decrease, it gets decrease. So you can see it works on the higher part. Like when I have less than 5, it does not rounds off the next number. But when I have more than 5, it rounds off the next number. Okay. Is this number part clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
One second. Just go through the 3 groups. Tell me if you have doubts. Okay, take down. Wrap text. Make
Ma'am, my screen
all.
is not getting shared.
Yeah, I've stopped the screen. I want you to take down. Wrap text. Makes all the content visible in one cell. Okay, wait. Take this. Only take down margin center. See, make a point when it is margin center, the cell which you are merging to will have the name. So it does not, you cannot have the reference of all the cell address, only the cell which you are merging the cell that will have the cell address. It is not permanent. You can like anytime remove the margin center, anytime remove the wrap text. The changing of currencies, changing the cell format to other accounting or percentage, time, date, all clear with you, right? Everyone, any doubt with that? Anyone? Okay. I'm audible to you? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. One more before the next class. What I want you to do is, that is before 4:30, you must be prepared with one of the data here, as in the sheet name, as usual you name your sheet as tomorrow's date. And what I want you to do is in A1 to A11. So A1 will be your register number, names and marks. Okay, make sure your register number does not repeat, names are not repeated, but marks are to be repeated. Everybody got what I was telling?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
want me to type and give you an example?
No, ma'am.
Yes, and you need to copy paste that 1, 2, 3, about 20 times in the same sheet. Just copy paste it. Do one data, copy them and paste it like this. Like leave 2 rows and paste, leave 2 columns and paste, and then below again. Is that clear? So before tomorrow's class, you must do this, that you
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
waste time. Yeah. So in today's class, what we did was, we did all the different options in paste, all the different formats in paste, with the formatting without the borders, with only the functions, changing the interchanging of rows and columns, um, you using only the formatted text, using only the formatting and not the data. So all the other different options in paste. And then we did with the launch pads of all three, that is we did with the clipboard options, that is how do you copy it once and but paste it whenever you want it. So that is what we did with the clipboard options, and sorry, the launchpad options. And then um, we used the fonts for the different text. Then we did the complete alignments, that is down, center, up, top, up, center, below, left, center, and right. The different types of orientations, the indent, the difference between alignments and indenters. Alignments takes you only 3 ways, that is left, center, and right, but indent takes you 1 point forward, 1 point backward. The same text in the cell. I'm mentioning it in the cell because it does not take you out of the cell. Whatever indent 1 point movement is it will be inside the cell. And wrap text wraps the complete sentence inside a cell. So that it, which is being seen, it just increases the row height, and then it adjusts the according to the columns width. And merge and center, that is merges 2 or 3 um, columns together into one, taking the source as the cell address. Click, drag, center. Then we did with the numbers, that is the different formats for the cell, for the data of the cell. Different with dates, time, percentage, currency, the different options in currencies, and then percentage or the commas, increase the decimals, decrease the decimals. So these were under the numbers. You also have different accounting formats where you can use them, use your customized formats if required, or you can change them. And then we also went with the different options of autofill, how to use the autofill, as well use the customized autofills. That is the autofills according to you. Usually you customize for the autofill is when you're using the same data multiple times, instead of typing or copy pasting it from one sheet to another, searching for the data. This is the easier option. That is why you put it in the custom autofill when you don't have to, when you use the particular data repeatedly. Take down the
Excuse me,
steps
ma'am.
of auto. Tell me.
Ma'am, when we customize our autofill, is that only for the current book or any book that we open?
Any book. I mean, in your laptop
Excel.
or what?
Okay, okay.
In your, not if you change it in one and for everything. Only in your system. It is for all the time. So if you have not take down the steps of autofill, I repeat, go to file option, go to more options. Either you will find this more option, or you will find another under account. You will have one more called options. Click on the option. Excel option opens. In that, click on advanced. Under advanced, you have the option called edit custom list. Click on the edit custom list. Type anything you want by using commas, which differentiates your data, and click on add, and then do OK and OK. If you are using it and you don't want it in future, same option, file, more options, go to advanced, edit custom list, click on that particular whatever you can see in the left, in the custom list left side, click on that. That appears in your list entries. You want editing also, is the same option. You just have to click and edit it in the list entries. With the heading you can see list entries, you should edit there. You don't want this, click and delete it. List will be permanently deleted. Do OK and do OK, so it gets deleted. Yes, it's clear with autofills option is there, plus the custom autofills. A request, do not add custom autofills. If you have added custom autofills, once you're done with the practice, you delete them, because as I told you, it will always be there, and when you are using it for some different option and you click and drag, for example, I want ABC written here, the same written in all of them. But if ABC or ABC, I have put that in the custom list, automatically this only comes. Then I'll have no other option than typing that. So at that moment you have to go to custom list and delete. It's better if you're not using that. If it is of not use, then you do not have to keep that in your custom list. Once you're done with your practice, delete them.
Ma'am, for the assignment you gave, should we use the font style, alignments and all, ma'am?
No, don't do anything. Don't do anything. The simple,
Just type. Okay, okay.
just type and copy paste. This is only to save some time in tomorrow's class.
Ma'am, another doubt, ma'am. Like in the assignment, are we supposed to do it till A11, ma'am?
Yes.
Like you told to
Like
start with A1.
A1, I mean, I want 10 names. So obviously it will come till
Okay,
A11.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So this is what it is. Like you can also type with numbers. These are all by default there. Any consecutive numbers you type, for example, you do with 2018, 2019. Remember, no symbols to be added. If you add some symbols with it, it takes as alphabets. It takes as a character. So you cannot use that for autofill. I mean, it gives you the same one. So I did 2018, automatically everything came. So any numbers, you can play with numbers here for autofill. Any numbers, put the consecutive numbers and try with the autofill. The Excel is an ocean. Every day you sit with something, you find something new. So these things, when you know one option, you must take little time, do with some trial error, play with numbers, see what happens when you keep one, see what happens when you put three, see what happens when you put four numbers, four different numbers. So this is what you have to do by yourself. Okay, is everybody cleared in today's class? Any doubts you have?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
do we have class tomorrow?
Yes, you have class tomorrow. In case you don't, it will be communicated through WhatsApp, but as of now you do have class tomorrow. That's 4:30 to 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow also I want everybody's attendance. Okay, don't skip your classes tomorrow. It's just 1.5 hours class with full concentration with your laptops, however you are equipped. So we'll wind up the class.
Ma'am, could you repeat what you said about the recording?
So it is in the YouTube channel. It's NICT Education, NICT Computer Education. The channel name is NICT Computer Education. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am.
You will have it in the next day. Maybe by evening they'll put of yesterday's, same as in the next day. You don't get it on the same day. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So thank you, class. We'll wind up the class today. Tomorrow at 4:30 sharp, we are starting the class. As today you saw, 4:30 is 4:30. I start the class. You join late, you miss the class. So you know, I'll have a record of how many people have joined and how many people have not. So everything is being recorded. There is no proxies here. So I want everybody in the class attentively, and whoever name I'll be calling in future, you'll be able to answer me. That is what I expect from you after the class or in the class. So see you in tomorrow's class at 4:30 with your assignment. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ma'am, what
ma'am.
about the
Thank you,
ma'am?
ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
What about the PDF? Will you be uploading them or some
What PDF?
the one which you were showing us, ma'am? Those.
I told you in the ongoing, that is either I'll be sharing you in the end, or I will let you know. But for now, it's only the points what you're supposed to take in the class, whatever I tell you, and the practicals, whatever you're doing, that's enough. I will let you know on that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, class. See you tomorrow at 4:30.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.